Shedeur Sanders' comments this past week over the offense last year in 2023 and the choice routes and it not kind of being what he wanted per se, and not those exact words, but his comments over it have been getting a lot of buzz lately, and it's something I didn't really plan to kind of touch on or talk about. We briefly talked about it on David Talks Buff podcast, who does a great job covering all college football or all Colorado college football content. That does an awesome job. So we talked about that a little bit and went to a little detail over our thoughts on it. But we've been asked to talk about it a little bit more lately, so we'll give our 2 cents on it, even though the whole college football media landscape is essentially talking about it. So what did he really mean? I don't think he was throwing his teammates under the bus at all. I don't think he was saying, I don't want to read option routes. I don't think he was saying, like, this isn't a good, offensive system long term. I don't think it was any of those things. I get maybe not the best look at times, and people have a ton of different opinions, and you can take what he said and run with it however you want to. But I think he was just kind of being honest for that situation that they're in. He knows more football than most any one of us talking about it, besides guys who playing at that high level. No, and there's option routes at every level: high school, college, NFL. Most every concept is going to have some type of option route, right? Like if it's a 1 high look, 2 high look, is the DB inside technique, outside technique, like what kind of coverage is going on? You typically, depending if you're in the slot receiver, you'll have an umbrella route. Your umbrella route just means you can run a seam, you can run a post, you can run a dig, you can run a hitch, you can run a corner, you can run an out, depending on what the coverage is. And so there's a lot of different potential routes you can run. And so I don't think he was saying that these are bad concepts by any means. Like, I bet he's pretty good at them. I think what he was saying and kind of what he meant, and media just runs with it so they can talk about something. I guess I'm doing the same thing, so I'm talking about it now. But I think it speaks more to being on the same page as the receivers, right? You had a bunch of new transfers, Shedeur included, bunch of new receivers, quarterback coming in, all trying to get on the same page. Getting on the same page running these option routes and these different concepts can be a challenging thing at times, right? Like, having to rely on your receiver to make the right read, you hold on the ball a little bit longer at times. And we're not in the meetings. We don't know exactly what is going on or what kind of led to Shedeur not liking this concept. If I had to guess, it's probably happening where he's holding on the ball and he wants the receiver to run a dig or run it out, and maybe the receiver gets the right route, but he's taking too long, right? And so it's just hard. It throws the quarterback off rhythm, right? It leads to the quarterback second guessing. It leads to the quarterback holding on to the ball too long, which is exactly, I think, probably what happened. So I don't think he was necessarily throwing anyone under the bus. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Just from kind of my look and kind of my take on things. I think sometimes it's just getting back to simple things that work before we get complex, right? Again, we're not in the offensive room. We're not in the coaching office. Like, all those guys know so much more than I can dream about knowing about football. But just, I think what he really meant, I think what he was trying to say and what he was, wanting to get across, and you can argue if he should have said it, if he shouldn't have said it. I don't know. Don't really care. I don't have a problem with it. But I think what he was really trying to say and get across was, like, hey, like, it just, the offense wasn't running smoothly with all these option routes because we weren't on the same page, because it takes time to gel with your receivers at times. It takes time to gel with who you're throwing to, right? So that's kind of my thoughts about it. Nothing really hot takey or kind of gimmicky about it. So if someone was looking for that, I apologize. But again, there's so many people talking about this. There's so many other opinions out there that are going to be way more extreme than mine. There's so many people saying he threw everyone under the bus, and there's other people saying, like, what he said is totally fine. He's 100% right. I think he was just being honest and talking about how he feels. And I think, everyone, the media, everyone wants these players to talk about, hey, how do you really feel? And when they're honest, sometimes they get backlash for whatever reason. So I think he was just being honest and kind of talking about how he felt. So, interested to hear y'all's thoughts if y'all have any. If you disagree, great. If you agree, great. If you disagree, just be nice about it. But yeah, let us know in the comments below your thoughts. Colorado fans, quarterback fans, let us know your thoughts in the comments below as well. And if you like this type of content, we put out quarterback content on an almost daily basis, right? We're just very quarterback-based, quarterback hub. So yeah, I won't keep y'all any longer. Just wanted to give a quick kind of outside looking in thought on Shedeur's comments. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. It does help. We'll see you next time. Peace.